You know, people talk about their box of shame or their closet of shame, and they have, oh, I don't know, a stack about here of plastic miniatures that they've gotten within the last, oh, maybe 5, 10 years. But you want to talk about shame. You want to talk about piles and shame. Let's talk about fossilized piles of shame. I have accumulated things over the years that I haven't touched in so long, they've gathered large amounts of dust. Take this, for example. This was a really nice case of paint. Now, the paint that came in this case was a opalescent gem paint, and the bottles were big. They were beautiful, thick paint with lots of pigment, but they had a problem. But they had a flaw, and that was they were in glass jars with metal lids. And even if I didn't open one, it started to rust and dry out, and so it was a big failure, and I had to throw them away. But instead, I filled it with shame. And in going through my piles and piles of stuff, this one is the one I want you guys to see first because it is truly sad. So let's open it up, okay? So let's take a look at what is in here. This massive pile of shame. Looks like a plaster cast of a pillbox for I was using for BattleTech. Ralparth the Giant. Ralparth the Dragon without wings. Oh my gosh, a griffin? Can you? A griffin. Now, another AD&D troll, or an AD&D troll. One of the things you will notice is that some of these are on hex bases, and that was back when hex bases were a thing for facing. BattleTech. Some resin crates back when resin just had started selling resin castings. A lich or a white or something. A mech with a broken arm. Hopefully I'll be able to find it in there somewhere. Another BattleTech mech. I mean, there's just so much. Another BattleTech mech. That would be a Shadowhawk. Just so many. Makes me wonder. Hey, anybody recognize that from a certain famous TV show? And Orcus. It's been so long since I've even tried to paint. Looks like a ghost or a white. I really can't. A magic circle. Probably shouldn't be mentioning every single one because there's just so much shame in here. Another giant. A centaur. A horse with barding. Who knows? I'll have to do research on most of these. One of the dragon's wings. A door. BattleTech Locust. I wonder how many of these things I actually have. And it's because, King. And, oh, plastic geese. I'm not really sure why. But, you know what? I have a 15 millimeter horse and a, I do not know what that is, but it's a miniature, a plastic deer. It's funny how some of the things that you can collect. Cockatrice. I wonder how old this is. Probably one of my older miniatures. Adventurer. Another adventurer. As you can tell, when this, a Goliath, I think. When this box of shame, when this box of shame was compiled, it obviously wasn't very well painted, if it painted at all. My skills weren't the best. Another AD&D troll. Just base. Now these bases, like these, were floor tiles. And this was the only 1.5-inch floor tile I could find. Or 2-inch, I don't remember. But this is 1 inch. And this is 1.5 inches. And these were made so that they could represent the different sizes of monsters. Another mech with another broken arm. Hope I can find it. Here's a plastic door. Another, I think, knoll. Turret to a tank. Another knoll. I think. Maybe these are ogres. And another horse with barding. Believe it or not, a purple worm. Very small compared to the models of purple worms today. And looks like a hill giant. Heroes. Heroes on horseback. More tiles, more tiles. Battletech tank without the turret. Another miniature. We're getting to the point here where I don't know what they are. And another turret, tank with turret. A little SRM carrier, I think. A cat. A trailer for a semi, it looks like. Another flatbed trailer to move the tanks. Mine flare. Not something you see every day. Hover tank. There better be lots of turrets in here, or this is going to be depressing. I'm not sure. Hyena, war dog, I'm not really sure. That would be a flesh golem. Another turretless hover tank. And this would be a lion creature of some sort. Lion centaur. Just so much. That would be the door that probably goes to the doorway with a spinny in the center. Here's some of my favorite old AD&D miniatures. Sturges. They really do look like the monster manual. Another giant of some sort, or ogre. A shambling mound. Little Battletech soldiers. A lot of these need work, a lot of these need rescue. That would be a command truck. Ah yes, a Marauder that's missing its base and its gun. What were these called? Scorpions in Battletech? Battletech Aerospace Fighter. Base. Here's a turret. Looks like it might even go to that one. Yep. It's the truck that pulls the trailer. What do we got here? We've got a Centaur, armored Centaur. To rectify this pile of shame, I'm going to have to work really, really hard. And a jester. Everybody needs a jester, right? So I'm definitely going to have to start painting. This is a drummer. It looks like a dwarven drummer. More 15 millimeter. And the 15 millimeter, it had some story to it. If you remember, there was some AD&D 15 millimeters that came out at one time for battle system, and I bought some, and then I thought that was a good idea, so I bought some more, and I bought some more, and you'll see in my other piles of shame that, like anything, I got carried away again. Here's another locust that definitely needs some work. So what do we got here? We've got a one-eared, maybe bugbear, and another missile trailer something. So as you can tell, that Dungeons and Dragons and Battletech were my two main hobbies. We've got looks like a lord of some sort. These are really hard to see. But just remember, it's never too late to work on your piles of shame. More soldiers for Battletech. And that's why after about 25 years, I'm cracking these open, showing the world my shame, bullywug, and proceeding to start. There's the feet to the battle, to the Marauder. Gonna start. There's another truck engine, tractor trailer, whatever. Another hovercraft. Another dwarf. You'll notice the dwarfs were small, so they have the smaller hex bases, which you will see in future videos that the hex bases are completely going away, of course. So there's another character, a cleric it looks like. Another character. Wow, I didn't realize how bad my painting skills were back then. A knight to go on the horse. Another turretless tank. Another turretless tank. Looks like a monk. But small, maybe a halfling monk. And we've got a maiden. An archer, another archer. I know I have one in my main set that's already painted, but now I have an archer that isn't painted. Another Battletech mech. What is that, Commando maybe? I don't remember. It's been probably 25 years since I played Battletech. Another tank. The bottom half of a body of a guy. Slave girl. Broken skeleton miniature. As you can tell, some of them were actually finished when they got shoved in here. Another turretless tank. A LRM carrier. This is probably the oldest miniature I've got. I've got a set of whites. I mean, shadows maybe? I don't remember. But these are probably the oldest manufactured miniature in my collection. Just a guy. And it's also amazing if you look at these sculpts from so long ago, how they just don't have the quality that sculpts today do, simply because they are not 3D printed. But maybe we can add some details and bring them up to quality. A little bit of terrain. Another Sturge base. 15mm horse. 15mm rider. Archers. More 15mm. And looks like a fox or a mountain lion or a bobcat. And, oh, door with a portcullis. And 15mm army guy with a flag for knowing what army he's in. It's just so sad that, what is this, a Kyrin? There's just, I didn't think it was this bad, you know, and going through this just is making me sad. Because to think of the amount of money that I poured into this just to let it sit and gather dust. I mean, I'm glad I have it. I'm glad it's here for you to see. I'm glad that, oh, another one of those lion centaurs. And can you believe that I have an unseen lamb just sitting here in this box? It just makes me sad. And hopefully I'll be able to find its other nacelle. Here's looks a Warhammer arm, a turret, another motor, another tank, turretless tank, a turret for a tank, another motor for the flatbeds, another turret, another tank. Character looks like a thief. Looks like a small turret, possibly for a Pegasus hovercraft. Some of the little army guys for Battletech, they are so tiny. Another Sturge. Legs for a battle mech that hopefully I'll find the body too. But this damage that happens is solely because, oh, here's a face in mist, so it's magical. So I think it's coming out of some sort of so is it cauldron or something from a spell. We're almost done here. Get rid of some of these. And oh, we've got we got what looks like an elven archer. And a character with obvious erectile dysfunction on his sword. Is that Deathbringer? I don't know. We'll have to look at him more closely later. Another dwarf. I'm getting running out of places to put these miniatures. More 15 millimeter legs to some creature. A Battletech hovercraft. I don't know. A lobster creature? A lobster demon? I don't know. Another missile carrier, I think. An Irby! Everybody needs an urban mech. Everybody. Looks like a halfling thief. Some plastic Halloween spiders. A king from like a crypt statue, maybe. More 15 millimeter. A bowman. Though I swear I already have this one painted. Maybe? I don't know. They did come out, Raul Partha came out with a set at one time where the characters were low, medium, and high level. And they all were the same, but different sculpts showing their levels. That might be the same from one of those sets. So another pillbox. Tank. I believe that's a Battle Master. Here's the mech without legs. Don't know. Another cockatrice. Really old sculpt. Fire elemental. Goes with the air elemental that we saw earlier. Don't know where that is. We'll just set it right there. Don't know. 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter. Oh. Those feet were for a Jub bird, if I remember correctly. Raul Partha. I really like Raul Partha, or I should say Raul Partha really came out with a lot of miniatures. Rock elemental or earth elemental that goes with the air elemental, which goes with the fire elemental. If I remember correctly, high level assassin miniature. Monster of some sort. A bard. More tank, turretless tanks. And we're starting to find some turrets. And a wizard in a chair. Another trailer. And another trailer. Another turretless hover tank. A hover tank. A truck. I use them as supply trucks. A little baby lizard or baby dragon. And let's see what we got here. We got a base for that skeleton. And we got a turret. We've got a turret. We've got a turret. We've got a turret. And a turret. Another turret. Another turret. Another turret. 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 A turret. Turret. You know, if you say the word turret enough, it begins to sound like a really, really weird word. Turret, turret, turret. Those are all the turrets. And we've got an arm for a Or that might be the top weapon for the Marauder. This might be the top weapon for the Marauder, not really sure. Another tank. Here's the nacelle for the unseen lamb. Another turret, another tank body, another turret, a 15mm horse. We're getting towards the end here. I'm so excited. That would be a claw of some sort, or some bird. I think that goes to a griffin. It's that little round 5 launcher. 2 more turrets. A very long, this goes to a long tom miniature. So somewhere I've got the body of a long tom. And anything else? One last turret. And so here is my fossilized pile of shame. And eventually I'm going to do something about it. But I have so much more to show you. So, like I said, there's a whole bunch more to come. So stay tuned and we'll talk to you later. Bye.